problem.
All right. So, how did it go so far?
So far, I have not progressed into dialing or setting up my dialer.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where it is. But I have I did subscribe to them, both REIP Pro
Mm-hmm.
and the Mojo dialer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what do you think went wrong?
I think it's just the apprehension of getting setting it up myself.
Okay. So now at the bottom of the screen, you use the same computer, right?
Yes,
Okay. So at the bottom of the screen, you see start video. Do you see invite? You should see something that says share
I
screen.
see. I see invite.
Do
I
you
see
see?
start video. I see mute. I
Uh-huh.
see participants. I
Uh-huh.
see share.
Okay, click share.
Okay.
What comes up?
What comes up is I see where it says Zoom. I see whiteboard, iPhone, iPad, Skype.
Okay.
It's
So do you see something that says share entire screen? Let me see. Yeah, desktop. The first one should say desktop.
desktop. No, but I see where it says, because my computer is Acer, so I see where it says Acer
Okay.
updater.
What's next to that?
Uh, I see Skype,
Um,
post attendee Zoom.
no. The first thing on that list. So you see all these different options. What's the first thing?
The first thing in the list is Zoom Cloud Meetings.
And the next one is what?
The next one is post attendee Zoom.
Okay. You see whiteboard. You mentioned whiteboard earlier.
Whiteboard is up,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. So go up. The one before whiteboard. What is it?
It's your own screen that is before whiteboard.
On screen, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
your screen
Oh
where I'm
my.
looking at you. Yes,
Oh yeah, yeah. That's fine. But
that's
what's the label? What's the label on it?
the level there is green screen.
Okay, yeah. Just click screen.
Click screen.
Mm-hmm. After you click, okay. Now I can see your screen. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
I can see your screen now. All right. So let's go log into your Mojo.
Okay.
I can see your screen now. Okay.
Okay. Mojo cells.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Click
in
on login.
Mojo, right? Yeah.
All right. Okay, invalid login.
Invalid login. Let's see, Mojo. Okay.
Sure. All right, so you select the list, you click power dialer. What does it say? It says you're about to begin calling your Mojo training list. The training list has virtual numbers, so no real people will pick the phone up when you're calling. Have fun. So it's just warning you, right? That is a training.
Okay.
Right. So click continue to dialer so you can see if it's your own list that you upload, you won't see this warning. It will just go straight. Okay. So click continue dialer. All right. So here you see the options that you have that I was talking about earlier, right? Where you can select if you want to call people that you've never called before. You will continue to learn how this stuff works. Okay. So, but we're going to keep it simple. All right. As you can see, you see the options under call settings, right? The caller ID displayed while you will be calling. Select that drop down. That arrow in the is called drop down. Yeah, click on it. All right, so there's no number in there, so you click the plus sign so you can add a number. It's gonna pop up, and then you put your own phone number. Okay, so say call it personal. Put the phone number first, your own phone number.
My own phone number, okay.
So this is the number that will show on the caller ID when you call them. That way, if people decide to return call to you, it will come directly to you. Until you close your first 4 deals, keep your number there.
Okay.
Once you've closed your first 4 deals, then you want to change that number to another. That means you have volume, right? You don't want everybody calling back to be calling you. You know, you want them to leave a message because you'll be busy, right? So here, label this one personal. That way you know it's your personal. Because you can have multiple numbers here, basically, okay? Click verify. Click verify.
Verify, okay.
So it's going to make sure that it's a real number. It's calling you right now. You should check your phone.
Yes.
Okay, pick it up. You have to pick it up and see what it says. Do whatever it tells you to do.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear it? Turn it up, or you put it on speaker so you can.
Okay.
Okay, you see it disappear. There you go. See the screen disappeared once you press that one.
Yeah.
So now that number is confirmed. They just want to verify that it's yours. That's why.
Okay.
All right. They don't want you calling people with number that's not yours. Okay? So you see it's automatically populated in there now.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you can add more as time goes on. Let's say you have assistants and you want that number to be going to your assistant when people call back. You created a voicemail.
I put the number there. Yes.
Yeah. You just put that in there. So the voicemail message you drop will be, you haven't recorded one yet. You need to go through, you see the question marks to the right. The question marks to the right. When you click on those question mark, click on the one on the next step right now. On the next step. Okay, so just putting your cursor right to tell you what it does.
This is the message you will drop when you reach an answering machine and choose the drop message last result. These messages are managed in the setting area.
All right, so here's what that means. You will record a message. You will follow the instruction. I'll show you where, okay? You will record under the settings of the Mojo Dialer. You record a message. You follow the instruction and record your message. My message simply says, hey, this is Ola. Please leave me your property address if this is pertaining to your property address that you need to buy or sell, and I will get back to you. Thank you. God bless. That's what I see on my own message. Every message, because I'm a real estate professional and people may have If it's not real estate, they'll still leave a message. If it is, they'll leave me an address. That's what my voicemail says, something generic and simple like that. Or so this one is a voicemail message. This is not the same thing as you're calling them. This one is the message that gets dropped on people's line.
Okay.
So anytime the dialer is calling people and it hits a voicemail, it detects it. You will hear as you're on the line, you're calling, you will hear that person. Once you hear that person's beep, you just click a button, it goes to the next call. It leaves that message automatically for you.
Okay.
So it will be something generic. It cannot be something that has that specific address because it's going to be left on everyone's voicemail. That also serves as marketing for you because it's leaving all this message saying, hey, this is Ola. Yes, I buy houses and I'm interested in your property. That's why I'm calling. Please, if you're interested in selling your property, you're interested in a cash offer, you can call me back to 713-542-5097. Thank you and God bless. You just record that one time. But for every time your dialer hits a voicemail, you just click drop message. You see drop message on the right. On the right-hand side.
Yes.
When you hear in your earpiece that a voicemail has been hit, you just click
drop message. Okay.
And it will go to the next call automatically. It will start calling the next person automatically.
Okay.
But it will leave that person a voicemail. You see what I mean? So on the right-hand side is something that, sometimes we'll call it disposition. It's called disposition. So after you finish a call, you get to choose one of these options here. Okay. If you actually spoke to the actual person that owned the property, you click contact. That means you made a contact. And it records all of this in recording for you. No. Contact at the top, from top to bottom.
Okay, your screen is covering that.
Or move it. You can move it. You can click the top and move it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right there.
All right. So anytime you talk to the actual person who was an actual owner, you click contact. You want that to be documented so that you can know how many real numbers you're getting and how many people you're reaching. You want somewhere between around 5%. Okay? That's the number you're looking for on your contact rate. That's why it is not realistic to be calling manually with your phone. If you're going to reach only 5% at
right. That's not
exactly. It's not it will be aggravating, right? So anytime you talk to a person, either they say yes, no, maybe, I'm interested in selling. It was the actual person that owned the property. You click contact. Okay. If a person picks up and they don't know who it is, or if you hear silence on the phone, there was no voicemail, nothing like that, it seems like everything is hung. Basically, it's just silence, right? Just click no contact. When you click no contact, to go to the next call automatically. But to record that as well. If somebody picks up and says wrong number, right? Or you hear beep, 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 or it's just a bad line, click bad number. If you document that as bad number, your system will never call that line anymore. Okay. If it's a voicemail, we already talked about that. You wait for the beep on the line and you click drop message to go to the next call and leave the message in the background. If it's a person that said never call me ever again, right? A person is actually the owner, right? And the person is actually the owner of the property, and they say never call me again. You want to add them to your do not call list. It's called DNC. DNC contact. If the person says no, I don't know who that is, but please never call me again, that's just that number, because sometimes when you skip trace, right, our contact will come with multiple numbers. That's just that number. Okay. And then you say DNC number. Do not call number, but to call other numbers on that contact record. Okay. Those are the options you have. This is happening in between your calls. Okay. For the first call session you make, you may find that you're making a mistake. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. You will get used to it over time. Okay. But you know that you just made a call. A line is open. You can click any one of these to go on to the next call, basically. Okay. Okay. But eventually you're recording data. You're also data entry as you're calling, but your data entry will be more accurate as time goes on, as you practice. Okay. So let me repeat that. All of this is in the tutorials in module by the way. So I'm going to send you back to go watch these tutorials. We're going to find the tutorials in a second, and I'll show you how to go so you can set it up properly. But I wanted to give you a preamble, right?
Okay.
So you can know how this works in a very simple language right now, okay? So let me go over it again. You talk to the actual person and the owner. No matter what the outcome is, you click contact.
Okay.
If the line is just busy or anything like that, and you just need to go on to the next call, you didn't leave a voicemail, nothing happened, you didn't really talk to anybody, it's just silent, anything like that, that doesn't have an actual outcome, but you need to go on to the next call, right? Always, you click no contact.
No contact, okay.
Right? If somebody picks up and they said, no, I don't know who that is, right? But it's not a bad number. That's still no contact. Okay? It's a bad number. It's a wrong number. No, you called the wrong number. I don't know who that is, right? Then bad number, right?
Okay.
Okay. A voicemail. You wait for the beep. You click drop message. Never call me again. Yes, I'm the right person. Never call me again. Do not call contact ever again. No, I don't know who that is, but please don't call again. Then do not call number. Okay. If there was a hang up, maybe there's a glitch on the technology or something like that, and somebody hung up, you were talking to them, and then the line was bad, you can simply click quick call back. It will stay on that same number and call them back again.
Okay.
All right. You need to redial a person. It kind of like acts the same way, a little bit different, but you will learn the actual difference in the tutorials of Mojo. Okay. You need to hang up. No contact, hang up can act as the same thing. You just want to hang up. There's an hang up button there, right? You need to go pee in the middle of a call session. You don't want the dialer to keep dialing people. You
pause it.
Pause. Yep.
Okay.
You're done for the day. Stop. Okay? Stop.
Okay.
All right. So the callback message, let's go back into the form under the call setting, right? The callback message, let's click just put your cursor over the question mark on the third one. Is third one, yeah. This is the message that is played when someone picks up a line when you are already talking with another lead. So, for example, there's the option of $3. You can have a triple dollar, which is what we use here. But I think you have the triple dollar. Yeah, you have triple dollar. You sign up for the triple dollar, right?
No, you said you told me to dial for a single. I mean for single.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I'm looking at it says free on your three. It looks like I'm looking at 3 lines at the top. Okay, all right. So if it's single, you don't have to worry about this setting. If you add triple, sometimes somebody else picked up, but the other line I already picked up too. You can play that for them, just like a voicemail.
Okay.
All right. So we have that one, but this one you don't have to worry. The number of lines. Let's go on to the next line here. The number of lines. Take your cursor, move your cursor. All right, so under the number of lines dialing for you, you can choose here. Let me see here. Click that drop down under the number of lines. Let's see the options there. No, next one, up. Okay, so you only have single line. Okay, all right. So the number of rings dialed before determining no answer, I usually keep that at between 3 and 5. If somebody is not picking up their line, 1 second. All right, if somebody is not picking up their line, just give me 1 second, okay? Okay, yeah. So if someone is not picking up their line after 5 rings, I want to move on because it's a numbers game. It's volume, right?
Okay.
So I don't want to spend time trying to on the same people that are not responding. So 5 maximum, okay? I may actually have 7, honestly, but no more than 7, okay?
So mine is gonna be
just put that at 5, so you can call. 5. Yeah, just put it at 5. All right. Yeah, click on it. Now, calling script. You don't have a calling script, okay? I'm gonna. As a matter of fact, let me send you a quick calling script, and let me see here. Mine is called, the system I use is called 7 steps. There's only 7 questions I ask people.
Okay.
Okay, and I just focus on that. Now I would have conversations in between, and I should cover that with you before I leave. Actually, here, we'll wrap up. We're gonna wrap up in 4 minutes here, so I can make sure you have enough time to go through the tutorials. Okay.
Okay.
OW, right? Your email.
NWOGU.
NW. Okay, I found it.
OGA.
All right. So I call it the 7 pre-qualifiers. I just sent it to you right now. All right. So we're gonna review that together in a second. Okay. So your calling script. If you click the drop down on your calling script, you will see that there's nothing there right now.
Yes.
Okay. You have some that they pre-populate for you.
These are pre-populated by Mojo.
Aha. Now, just for practice sake, you can go through them and see some of the questions. They are very good training material to go through to see how they frame their question and things like that, just so you know, okay? But I also like to keep it simple. So find the balance between those two things. The next one is the one that you really, truly use, lead sheet, because lead sheet allow you to fill out the form, but also act as a, click on it. Lead sheet, click on that. Okay, you see that lead sheet is basically where you fill out the form of, you take note as people are talking to you, I should ask them questions. Okay. All right. So click off. Okay. Scroll down. So there are other options here. Once you select the options you want, you just simply click Start Power Dialer. Okay. Click on it. Just let's see what it looks like. Just click on Start Power Dialer.
But I have not selected anything here.
That's okay. Just click on Start Dialer.
Okay.
They're not forced hard stop. All right, then it tells you the number that it's going to call. It previews it, basically. Okay. Scroll up. So that I want you to keep it simple and start dialing first. I will dial my first 10 sessions before I worry about any other setting. Okay. So that means I need to upload a list first and start talking to people. Okay. Remember, any of this stuff are just options that you will basically optimize over time. So I want you to upload a list and start dialing.
Okay, now the list you're talking about, the list I need to get from REI Pro, right?
Yeah, yes. I'm going to show you in a second here. I'm going to show you. Click off this real quick. All right, so scroll up a little bit. Scroll up. Click the red X so we can close the dialer.
This?
Yeah, that will close the dialer.
Okay.
So we're back to the home screen, right?
I really want you to recap just a minute on when I will be setting up this my number, because I'll do it this afternoon as soon as possible.
Setting up the phone number, or you mean to upload a list?
Yeah, no, both of them I need to know right away.
When you say setup number, what do you mean?
I mean the number, just what we went through now before.
Oh, it's done. Click the power dialer again. Click continue to dial.
Okay, so when I go there, because this is not gonna be the number.
Oh, so just click the plus and add any number you want.
I just click the plus and add the number.
Right.
Okay.
Right. But just remember that it's a number that will have to be verified.
Yes, I will verify it as soon as I will verify it.
All right. So click X, red X, to get out of there. Okay. All right. So that's how.
So when I get into Mojo, I'm gonna go to my data and dialer.
No. I don't want you to memorize. Okay.
No, I don't want to memorize it.
Let me show you. Let me show you what you need to do instead of me going over what I've just gone through. It's at the back of your mind. Just trust me. It is. All right. The best way to do this is, you see your name at the top. Now you can write these steps down. Your name at the top, where it says welcome, OG. No, on the screen.
Yes,
on the Mojo screen.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. Click on that. Click on it. You see where it says. Click on getting started.
Oh no, I clicked. That was set up.
It's okay. Just click on your name again.
Yeah.
Getting started.
Getting started. Okay.
This is all the training you need to learn how to set up Mojo. You just need to go through them one after the other. You see all of them on the left-hand side.
All this, yeah.
The one you select will show up. That's the video that will show up on the right.
Okay.
All right. So I want you to learn, go through the introduction, basic navigation, account setting, setting up your caller ID. We went through that. Setting up, it will show you step by step.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you run into any issues, even with the explanation here, the first number to best call between 9 to 5 is the number you see at the top, 1-877-859.
Right. Okay.
Because they have that resources there for you. They walk you through anything that's not clear in the video. Okay. So I would see the Mojo Dialer is worth learning because it's your bread and butter. It's everything.
Right. I need to to know it very well.
Yes. So I will say next week. Let's wait till next week. Okay. And then your first skip tracing and even possibly for life, I will help you with that. I will show you how to export your list from myEmpirePRO. I will help you. With the skip tracing. Skip tracing costs money, but I will help you to get your first 1,000 list. Okay. We will go through it together next week. So your homework now is this page we're on.
Okay.
All you need right now is how did we get here? You click your name, welcome your name at the top. Click on getting started. And I want you to, if you need to go through it multiple times, go through them multiple times. Sometimes some things don't hit until you watch it the third time.
Right.
Okay. This is where you want to spend your time over the next week. You will need a whole week for this. Okay. And then one thing you can do is you can open, and if you notice at the top, the Mojo page is still open, the tab. There's a tab called Mojo at the top that's still open.
The tab
of your screen on your browser.
On my browser, right? Not the.
Yeah. Click on the Mojo, the first Mojo. No, at the top on your browser. The tabs. You have 3 tabs open right now on your browser. One is coaching, one is Mojo, one is Power Dialer. Go to the top of the browser.
This one?
Further up, at the very top.
Oh, okay, this one.
Yeah, those are your tabs. You have multiples of them open now. Click on the second one.
The second one, okay.
You see, your dialer is still open, so you can be watching the video on the third one. Click on the third one now, on the third tab. Yeah, click on that. You can be watching, click on it. You can be watching this, and if you need to see it at work, you click on the second one to play around with it, and then you can go back to the training and keep watching.
I see, yes.
You see what I mean? So you can keep multiple tabs open. All right. While you're watching the training, you can pause the video if you need to see it at work. You practice with your actual dialer, and then you can go back to the training videos.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
And this should be very straightforward. If it's not, first of all, call the number.
Okay.
If you run into any trouble with them, then simply send me a text message, and it may be something I can clear up really quickly for you.
Okay.
All right.
So my homework is to get to
Master Mojo.
Master Mojo. Okay.
Yeah, Master Mojo. So before we get off, open your email. Click that plus sign right next to the tabs at the top. It will open another tab. See the plus sign right next to the tabs at the top? At the very top of your screen. The plus on the tab.
On the tab.
Remember the browser tabs that we just talked about? The plus.
These ones.
Yeah, all the way to the right, not the X. All the way to the right.
To the right.
Okay, you went too far. Right next to the tabs, the open tabs, there's a plus icon. Move up a little bit. Move up. Okay, to the left. I see your cursor, so just move it to the left. Your cursor is not moving.
It's moving.
Oh, it is? Maybe the screen is frozen. Okay. Move. See, you see Power Dialer Overview webinar?
Power dialer.
Okay, you see that plus? That plus. Oh, okay. Move up. Move your cursor up. Sorry. Move your cursor up. Move it up. Move it up. Move it up. Move it up. To the right a little bit. To the right a little bit now. It's not moving anymore. You see the plus sign right next to
There
power
is
dialer?
something that is covering it.
Oh, move it.
Your this thing is covering it. Your
My face? So
no,
move it.
not your face. Your okay, let me see.
Yeah. Do you see that plus? Oh, you could have just moved it.
Okay, that's fine.
You clicked off you stopped sharing your screen. Share your screen again at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Share my screen.
Or you know what? Maybe I could just share my screen.
I don't see share my screen anymore.
You don't see it anymore? Okay, that's all right. Let me share my screen. I'll share mine. Okay, so you should be able to see my screen now.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay.
Something is playing.
Something is playing?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay, it stopped. It stopped. It was a video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see here. 1 second. All right. So let me go look at this. So the first pillar was, what do you say to people, right? What value do you bring to them? I cover that in first pillar extensively. You can go watch them again. But this is a system I want to share with you right now. It's a 7-step system.
I can hear something is playing
in my background.
Wait,
let me. That's a bit weird. What does it say? Maybe we went past time.
It is bringing your data into the system.
Oh, that's you. That's you. So go back to, you're playing the video. You're playing the video on your browser. Go stop it. Just go back to Power Dialer webinar. Just stop it. I'm covering your face right now, Joe. You can move me to the right. Click into your browser. Go to the bottom of your screen and go click back into your browser. And you need to stop that video. Maybe I can help you a little bit. Let's see.
I can't find it.
Yeah, because you're looking at my face, right? On the big screen.
You're not. Your this is no longer there. What is there is your screen.
What you see my screen? No, okay, yeah, you can see my screen. So minimize my screen. You see the little dash at the top? You can see a little dash at the top. Let me stop my screen so I can help you.
Okay.
All right, you can see my face on the screen right now.
I can see you right now, yeah.
Okay, so at the very top of my screen, you see where it says Zoom meeting? Move that. Move that. You can move that to the bottom if you need to.
Zoom.
All right, so you need to activate your own browser at the bottom of your screen. You know how to click back and forth between windows, right?
How to do what?
How to click back and forth between windows? You need to go to the window of your browser. You have multiple softwares open.
Yes. Okay, that's it's still playing.
All right, click share screen again. You bring my face back to the screen.
Your face is in the screen.
All right, so right at the bottom of my face, put your cursor there. You should see share screen.
At the bottom of your it's not showing down.
You have to move your mouse there. If you move your mouse, you see the options. You see mute, stop video, participants, share screen. All right, so tell me what you see. You see my face?
I see your face.
Move your mouse down a little bit until you see buttons pop up. Just when you move your mouse over my face, you should see buttons at the bottom. Just move your mouse over my face.
I do see. Okay, when I move.
When you just move it around, you should see.
This is hide video. And it says mute my audio. Stop video.
Okay, so to the right, share screen. Look for share screen. Or share. You may just say share.
No, it's not there.
Share should be there. Share. What options do you see there? You see chat?
I don't see that.
Did the video stop anywhere?
It started playing again.
It started because we need to stop that video. You need to go back to your browser. What windows do you have open on your computer right now?
What is here is Mojo. Mojo is the screen that's showing.
Okay, so you see that means you have the 3 tabs open like I showed you earlier. You have 3 tabs open at the top. You need to click into the one that says webinar. All right, so let's try it again. Tell me what you see at the very top of your screen. Tell me what you see.
Okay, at the very top of my screen, I see the Mojo home.
Not on Mojo. You're on the screen of the Mojo at the top of your own computer. What's the option there?
There's nothing that is showing on top of my own computer. The whole thing that's covered this in is Mojo.
It covered the whole screen?
Yes.
Oh, interesting. Double click on the screen.
Double click. Okay. I double click now. And I can see where, let me see. I can see where it says Power Dialer Overview Webinar.
Okay, that's the video that's playing. Stop it. Just stop the video.
Okay.
It stopped now, right?
Yeah. I X'd it out.
Okay, that's fine. You can open it again. Remember how you open it. That's the training I want you to watch. Okay. That we just closed. Simply go under welcome, my name, and you see getting started. That's how you get back there once we're done. Okay. All right. So now we just needed to stop it, right? So we stopped it. Let's go back to my screen real quick. And can you see my screen again now?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the 7-step system. It's a pre-qualifier. It's our first pillar, basically, okay? When you get on the phone with a person, somebody picks up the phone. You say, hello, is James available? Right? You want a yes for that, right?
But I can't read here.
It's too small.
It's too small. I can't read it.
Okay, let me see if I can blow it up. Let me know if it's big enough now. Ooh, it went too big, right?
Can we? So can I expand it here?
I'm not
it's
sure.
Gonna cover all my screen.
Do you see? What do you see now? Do you see it better or no?
I see it. Yeah, but it's still very.
Okay, let me see if I can put it on.
So maybe if I increase my screen size, it's gonna help it, but that's gonna cover everything.
Well, here's the thing. I already sent it to you. So
okay.
I already sent it to you. Let me just go through it. It's a
seven. Yeah.
It's a 7 question basically. It's a 7 question.
I think I've gone through those questions. You know, isn't it the one that you have some abbreviations like they can sell, they can tell, they can even cost you, and you just don't get.
Yeah, so those are the possible answers.
Yes.
To number three. These are the possible answers to number three. This one is the actual question that you throw at them.
Okay.
Like when you get a call. So when you're drilling down into number three is the one you went through. Okay.
Okay.
But before you get to number three at all, or if you've passed number three, what happens? What are the information that you need?
Okay.
This right here is number one, is a greetings, right? Hello, is person available? This is basically the skeleton of what you need to know at the back of your mind when somebody picks up the phone.
Okay.
All right. I'm calling about 123 Main Street. Is that yours? You need that to be a yes. If it's not a yes, there's no need to move on to step number three. Right. And then, well, would you like a cash offer on that property? That's a yes. That's the part where you may get yes, no, maybe. I don't care. How did you get my number? That's the part. And I already went through a training on how to answer those properly. All right. But the next four question is very, very important for you to get if there's a deal at all. This is what will measure their motivation. Okay. So the number four is, what's the condition? Does it need repairs? How much repairs? All right. The fifth one is, how soon do you need to sell? There's a difference between need to sell and want to sell. You need them to need to sell. Right. And why do you need to sell? You know, well, I don't need to sell. You called me. Oh, okay. Do you have any other property you need to sell? I will switch it on them if they tell me that ever. I said, well, do you need, because I'm basically, it's a takeaway. Okay. I'll take away my offer from them. If they say, well, you called me, well, do you have a property you need to sell? No, I don't. Then you save yourself time. You get off the phone with that person. You go on to the next call. Okay. Would you, the seventh one is the ultimate, would you mind sharing the ballpark price you will need to the property? Once in a very blue moon, you may find somebody who tells you that they want 20 cents on a dollar on a property because the timing is just right. So you want this number to the, well, I don't have a number. What's your offer? Well, it sounds like you don't really need to sell. Do you have any property you need to sell? Again, I'll switch it on them so I can move on fast. You're being respectful. You're getting to the information you need, and you're keeping it moving. Okay. Even number three that we covered in another training. Would you like a cash offer on that property? Well, yeah. What kind of offer are we talking about? You know. Okay. All right. Great. Let's look at some other. I need some information from you. Do you have a minute? You want them to say yes. They say, what's the condition of the property? If they have a property answering these four questions here again, they're not motivated. We're looking for motivated sellers. If somebody give you a sign that they're not motivated, simply take away your offer by saying, oh, okay, it sounds like you don't need to sell. Do you have any property you need to get rid of? If they say no, okay, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. You get off the phone, you move on to the next person. The better you are at moving on to the next person, next, the closer you get to a deal. Right? The longer you spend with the wrong person, the farther away from it.
Doesn't make sense. Yeah.
So this is the new system. You will see me. I'm actually going to release this as a training later on.
Okay.
To make it to help everyone else. But we have the in-depth training that I have in first pillar is good, but this keeps things a little bit simpler. So I'm actually going to do a live training on this later on at 2.
Okay.
At 2 p.m.
Okay.
All right. So the homework, don't forget, you go to getting started, your name, getting started. Let's work on that for the next week. Okay. All right. So where's the next coaching session? Let's look at my date here.
Calendar.
Yeah. Let's see here. All right. 27th. Okay. 27th is open for me at 11:30.
27 is Wednesday, right?
It's Wednesday. Next week, Wednesday.
3/27. 19. At what time? 11:30?
Yeah, 11:30 Eastern time.
Which is 10 for me.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
10:30. Okay.
11. Yeah. 10:30 your time. Yep.
Okay.
And that will be our third session.
Mm-hmm.
And one day before. All right.
I have questions.
Yes. Go for it.
Um, am I gonna get to a level where you can help me or show me where uh, about virtual assistant who can be doing this calling?
Oh yeah. Of course. Of course. I'll just guide you basically.
Mm-hmm.
I'll guide you to where you can find someone to hire.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously you need to know what you're hiring people for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
Is
of
that
all, I
something
want
you're looking to do right away?
no. First of all, I want to know
Okay. Yeah.
how to dial these things for myself, so that when I hire somebody, I know I
Hmm.
will know the where the mistakes or whatever he or she is doing.
Right.
So I would like
Right.
to know it myself first.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
Mm.
We'll get there. We'll get there. But let's do your first 4 sessions every week. I want to get you set up.
Mm-hmm.
Then if there's any part you need to outsource, we'll talk about that.
Okay.
And at the right time.
All right. So we're gonna in our sections we're gonna round up everything about getting my business, situated and on. I really want to. I think what will motivate me more and faster is just getting to my first deal.
Yeah, so you have to pretend that you already have your first deal, and it starts from the mind. Basically, your
Yes.
belief system needs to be top notch,
Mm-hmm.
and but I think once you get the ball rolling, you start talking to people.
Mm-hmm.
You're just one call away. That's how you want to think about it. You're just one call from a deal, you know.
Okay.
And once somebody is motivated enough, just you know, um, it's the rest of it is easy because you can literally focus on just getting the right leads,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm.
outsourcing the rest of it. Have somebody else to do the disposition of the deal, to close
Okay.
the deal and partner. Because there's no deal. I've never closed a single deal where I'm not partnered with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could later on, you will start building your own buyers list too.
Okay.
That's natural over time because you will end up calling people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they will say, no, it's completely renovated. Then the next question is, are you an investor? Okay, would you like to be added to my list? And then
Mm-hmm.
you add them to your list. You're building your cash buyer list, even as you're calling for
Okay.
prospects.
Mm-hmm.
So that's just another way to build your buyers list. That happens as you're doing the right thing, which
Okay.
is calling all those people. All right.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But my goal is to get you set up and running
Yes.
on the three
Yes.
pillars.
Okay.
Those three wheels, if you get that running, that's the business. That's really the
Okay.
business.
Okay.
So we will be talking about. I want you to go through the mojo and familiarize yourself well with it.
Okay.
Next week we'll be talking about data. You know,
Okay.
data. First pillar, you're good to go on that one. Inside mojo, you will see how to set up your script and your lead sheet.
Okay.
Just use the 7 question I just sent you to set it up.
Okay.
Okay, you
All
set
right.
it up as number one, number two, and you set it up as let me you set it up as each question. 7 questions. Keep it that simple
Mm-hmm.
because everything else is probably going to be multiple questions. It may throw you off. But if you keep that question, is this is James available? You can see the name at the top of the screen, the name of the person that picked up the phone.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm calling about 123 Main Street. Is that your property?
Okay.
Awesome. I was wondering if you'll be open to a cash offer on your
Mm-hmm.
property.
Mm-hmm.
Great, great, great. You have a minute? All right. What's the condition? Right? And then the next question. And then why do you need to sell? All those 7 questions. In between that, they may give you ammunitions to have longer conversations,
Mm-hmm.
right? They may say, well, it had well on it. Did you say it has well on it? Oh, okay. When was it? If you know what that is, then you can expand on the conversation, because sometimes sometimes not all the time. The longer the conversation, the higher the quality of the conversation. The obviously, the more you're building rapport with them, right?
Right.
And
Right.
just be relaxed. Have a bottle of water always, and be relaxed, just like it's a regular conversation. If it's the right person, you can't do anything wrong. You can't do anything to kill the deal. If it's the wrong person, they will kill the conversation
Right.
themselves. And then you just move on to the next person, because you're gonna get your first 1,000 skip traced next week,
Okay.
so
Okay.
that you have enough people that you're calling for a while. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going to focus on vacant properties and pre-foreclosures. I'll help you with the skip tracing of it. Skip tracing is going to cost you some money. We'll talk about that next week,
Okay.
after we pull up the data, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
Once you skip your first 1,000 records, you have enough that you'll be pounding for a while to at least practice. I will even practice on that 1,000 records until I get better, before I skip another list ever again. All right. And that 1,000, we have enough, because not everybody will pick up at any one session, right? And in any one given session, you're calling 100, but not all 100 will pick up. Not all 100 want to talk in the moment in time. You're practicing, but you get better,
Okay.
So, but once you understand those three pillars, that's the game. That's it. Nothing else matters. Everything else that matters, you will learn with time. You pick it up with time. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, sir.
Have a good day.
No problem. Anytime. Take care.
Okay. Bye-bye.